What's up, everybody? What's good with you? This is your boy, John Brentley II. I'm so excited to be talking with you on today for the official very first episode of 2020 here on the Faith Vibes Only podcast. This is episode 3 of season 2. It's entitled Just Do It Anyway. So I want to give you a little bit of backdraft before you hear today's episode. This is my very first time on an audio live broadcast. And so you're going to hear me live, and you may hear some dings. You may hear me call out some names and stuff of people, but it was because it was live. It was different. You may hear some ums and some ums, but it was live. And so I just really love it. And so as we begin to start this episode, remember the title of the episode is Just Do It Anyway. What is that thing that you're allowing to hold you back because you simply won't do it anyway? I believe you are going to love it. And I pray that it blesses you real good. So here it is, the very first episode of 2020. Just do it anyway. Wishing everyone a brand new, happy new year. This is a new year. And so with the new year, of course, comes new opportunities, comes new blessings and new doors opening and everything. But with that being said, I've been in church my whole life. And so I know how it goes. This is the year of this. This is the year of that. And so not to basically, brush that off, because it is true that this is the year of blessings, of course, and prosperity. But one thing that I have learned is that this will be just a year of blessings, a year of prosperity, a year of this and a year of that, unless you go forth and you pursue what you are literally asking God to do in your life. And so as we go forth into this year, my prayer is that you just don't sit back and wait for God to do something for you, but that you put forth the work that needs to be done so that you can begin to see God do great things in your life, because good things comes to those who not only wait, but to those that actually put forth work and effort, and you begin to see God do some great things in your life. All right, so here we go. This Faith Vibes Only podcast, and today's episode is going to be titled Just Do It Anyway. That's today's episode title, Just Do It Anyway. Just do it anyway. So if anybody's listening, you can just type that and say, just do it anyway. That is today's topic for today's podcast episode. And so I want you to think about those things that you've been praying to God about, and those things that you've been longing God to do for in your life. You have hopes, you have aspirations. You may want a brand new business. You may want a college degree. You may have some really great things that you want God to do for in your life. But a lot of times we sit back and we wait for the opportunity, or we sit back and we wait for this and we wait for that. But if you never put forth the effort to go forward, if you never put forth the effort to just simply do it anyway, you will miss out on what God has planned for your life. Could it be that you have not reached your greatest and best potential in God, in your business, in whatever you want to do, because you're waiting on somebody else to do it for you? No, you've got to go forth and just do it anyway. I had a friend of mine that was very great. I want to tell you this story. I mean, she was very great and very talented in a certain area. And I was like, you know what, girl, you ought to post videos on YouTube, and you ought to really go forth in this and let people know that, I can do this great talent that she had. Well, long story short, she said, I'm waiting. I'm waiting till I get the right video equipment before I start doing stuff like that. And she never, ever, literally, y'all, to this day, that was 6 years ago, I have yet to see her post any video. I've yet to see her show anyone her craft, anyone her talent, because she's waiting on something, on the right equipment. You know what? Whatever you are praying for, whatever you believe in God to do for in your life, I'm asking you to just do it anyway. If God has put that purpose, if God has put that plan, that thing on the inside of you, if you wake up thinking about it, if you go throughout your day thinking about it, if you go to bed thinking about it. I just believe that you ought to just do it anyway. Stop waiting for the right camera. Stop waiting for someone to hand you the microphone. Stop waiting for somebody to give you the opportunity. Stop waiting for this and stop waiting for that. Just do it anyway. We can look in the Bible because people will talk about you and people will try to make you think that there is no way you can do this thing. There is no way you can be this. But look at this. The Bible lets us know in Luke. The Bible told us in Luke, and you can actually see this in Luke chapter 1, verse number 37. And it says, with God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible with God. So what are you allowing to hinder you? What are you allowing to stop you from reaching your thing, your dreams, your goals? You got to know that with God, nothing is impossible. And the promises of God are yes and amen. So if God has given you this promise, if God has given you this dream, if God has given you this thing, this drive, just do it anyway. Stop waiting for everybody to approve you. You don't have to have everybody like you. You don't have to have friends. You don't have to have everybody on your side. Just do it anyway. Stop being afraid. Stop holding back and just do it anyway. When Noah built the ark in the Bible, it had not rained for quite some time. People was laughing at him, asking, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But what did Noah do? Noah kept building the ark anyway because he had a word from God. Come on, somebody. David, when he got ready to whenever he got ready to approach Goliath, Goliath laughed in his face. But what did David do? David still slew Goliath because God had given him the power. God had given him the ability to do so. Just do it anyway. Why are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Stop procrastinating. Procrastination is the jailer of freedom. Procrastination is what can hold you back from your freedom. You've been waiting on opportunity. You've been waiting on a divine moment, a divine reckoning to happen in your life. But maybe God is waiting on you to get in line and do what God has called you to do. Moses, think about Moses in the Bible. They're standing at the Red Sea. Moses is like, what is going on? They're telling Moses, man, you sent us out here for us to just die? No. Because God told Moses, what's in your hand? And Moses looked at his hand, seen the rod in his hand, and put the rod in the water, and the Red Sea began to split through the power of God. Because Moses decided to just do it anyway. You've got to stop being afraid. Stop trying to figure it out. And when God has already worked it out, you must believe that God has given you the power. God has given you the ability to just do it anyway. Stop waiting for somebody to approve you. Stop waiting for somebody to like you. Stop waiting for the right business logo. Stop waiting for the letterhead. Stop waiting to get it copyrighted. Stop waiting for the website. Just do it anyway. This is the year. This is the moment for you to just do it anyway. At my church, Bethlehem Temple Church, our pastors have proclaimed this to be the year to pursue. And so as we pursue, as we go forward in Christ, as we go into this year, I want to encourage you to pursue it anyway. People are going to laugh at you. People are not going to think this is able. How are you going to do this with your credit score? How are you going to do this with your education? How are you going to do this given your history, being who you are? No, I'm encouraging you to just do it anyway. Why can you do it anyway? Because God is on your side. The Great One lives on the inside of you. You have access. You have connection to the I am that I am. God is for you. Who can be against you? Just do it anyway. You got to use what you got. Come on, somebody. Use what you got. You've been waiting for something big to come. You know what? I had the awesome opportunity at our church to this year to produce our Christmas play. And our president of our fine arts ministry, Minister Rhonda Feaster, shout out to her. She entrusted me to do it this year. And so here I am doing the Christmas play. And I'm like, y'all know what? I can't do it. It's so much on my plate. We needed this. We needed that. We needed this. We needed that. And so what could I do? I could either keep pondering on what we didn't have, right? Or I could keep focusing on what we did have. And that's what I'm encouraging you with today. Look at what's in your hands. What has God blessed you with? What's in your hands? What has God already blessed you with? What connections have God already connected you with? It's time for you to just do it anyway. What is your it? What is that thing that you have hopes and dreams and aspirations for? You can comment. You can keep it to yourself. Whatever that thing is, you've got to just do it anyway. Let go of fear. Let go of pride. Let go of anything that's holding you back. Release yourself and just do it anyway. We can look at the Bible story where they needed wine for the wedding. How many of y'all remember that story? They needed wine for the wedding. And what did Mary, the mother of Jesus, tell the men? Because Mary, the mother of Jesus, let me slow down. I'm going ahead of myself. Mary's mother, Jesus' mother, Mary, she told the men, I know that my son can do this thing. I know that my son can do what he has, what we need to get done. So she told the men, just follow him, and whatever he tells you to do, just do it. And that's what I'm encouraging you with. Whatever God has told you to do, whatever that thing is, just do it. Be obedient to the call of God. Be obedient to what God has told you to do. That's right, Minister Lisa. Yes, use your resources. Use what you got. You are wondering, well, we need more of this. We need more finances. Use the finances that you already have. That's one thing about me. I am a type of person where if I see I'm in a rock and a hard place, I've got to find my way out. I've got to break out. I've got to find out what can I do to manage what I have. What can I do to grow what I have? And so I'm encouraging you to do that. Stop looking for this. Stop looking for that. Stop worrying about when is it going to come, and use what you got. Because as you proceed in what God has given you, God is going to precede, meaning he's going to go before you and make the way straight for you. Before you get to the bank, you're so worried about your credit and stuff. Go to the bank anyway, because God is going to go before you and make your way and prepare the way for you. Y'all have got to know this is the year to pursue. You've got to do it anyway, in spite of what they say, in spite of what it looks like, in spite of what it feels like. I am encouraging everyone listening to do it anyway. Now, you got to look at the one with the issue of blood. She was going against the grain. This was not common. This was not lawful. But she decided that she was going to step out in the press anyway. Yes, anyway. And she got her healing. Guess what, y'all? As you begin to step out, as you begin to press out, as you begin to leap out and launch that business, as you begin to step out and you begin to do that thing that God has placed upon your heart, God is going to make the way for you. That's right. Minister Lisa just commented, God will make provision for your vision. Come on, somebody. Somebody get a hold of that. But if God will make provision for your vision, write the vision. Habakkuk says, write the vision, make it plain, and watch God begin to do that thing. The Bible says, though it tarry, it will not tarry, for it will come to pass. But you've got to write the vision, make it plain, write out the business plan, and as you begin to proceed, as you begin to just do it anyway, God is going to begin to start putting two and two together. God is going to begin to start connecting you with people that can make the plan and can make your blessing, can start making the business happen for you. You've got to just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Who cares what they say? Who cares what it looks like? Who cares what it feels like? Just do it anyway. David slew Goliath because he just did it anyway. The one with the issue of blood got her healing because she just did it anyway. Noah built the ark and his family was saved because he just did it anyway. Joseph dreamed a dream. They laughed at him, but the dream came to pass because Joseph believed in what God showed him, and he just did it anyway. You're waiting for a divine moment. You're waiting for an earthquake to happen. You're waiting for something to just fall out of the sky. But God is saying, I put everything in your hand that you need for this thing to come to pass. I've already given you everything that you need. Your job is to simply just do it anyway. Stop worrying about what is going to work out. Stop worrying about the end result. We walk by faith and not by sight. Just do it anyway. What is that thing? What is that goal? What is that prayer that you have? It may be that your child gets off of drugs, because we're not just thinking about business plans. We're talking about anything that you want God to do for you. My prayer is that you just do it anyway. Proceed in faith and just do it anyway. It don't look good, but I'ma just do it anyway. It don't feel good, but I'ma just do it anyway. Because God gave me the word, because I can stand on his word, because God said it and that settles it, I'm choosing to just do it anyway. When they talk about me, I'ma just do it anyway. When they scandalizing my name, I'ma just do it anyway, because I got a word from God, and I'ma take my word from God that God has given me, and I'ma step out on faith. Peter said, you know what? I'ma just step out on the water because Jesus said that I can come. And I'm asking somebody today, the water, it has been set. The water is trouble, but will you step out on the water anyway? Even though it's not coming to man, even though it's not popular, even though everybody else is doing what they all doing, will you just do it anyway? Will you be the first one in your family to become a millionaire? You can if you just do it anyway. You can be the first one in your family to become a billionaire if you just do it anyway. You can be that athlete. You can write that book. You can get that home. You can get that car. You can get whatever you need if you just step out on faith and just do it anyway. It doesn't have to make sense because it's making faith. And as faith is being produced, the promise will be manifested. Just do it anyway.
Well, that was it. That was the official very first podcast of 2020, season 2, episode 3. Just do it anyway. I'm encouraging everyone to simply just do it anyway. Write the vision, make it plain, and just go forth in Jesus' name. Well, I love you all. Thank you so much again for listening. I pray that you all have an amazing year. I'll be talking with you again soon in February. Love y'all again. And remember, all day, every day, faith vibes only. Peace.